Lovely to see everybody. Bright and sunny morning here. Okay, so giving yourself a moment to settle, to arrive. Wherever you are, whether you're out and about, moving around, which I know a couple of people are, or sitting in your sanctuary of your room, your space, taking a moment to arrive, having that last sip of drink. And starting to feel what it's like being in your body today, wherever you are. And if it's right for you and safe for you, you can allow your eyes to close or soften your gaze. Or if you're out and about, soften your internal gaze. Gently arriving. And the beauty of meditation is it allows us to tune in to what is universal about the experience of living in a human body. With that in mind, I thought this morning we would do a simple resetting of the nervous system. Give our nervous system some time to regulate and balance. And setting a gentle intention to return to balance and stillness and ease, where your own inner guidance lives in the present moment. And you might want to just reflect for a moment what word fits with how you are now. Whatever comes up, notice if there's a word that fits with how you are now. Now let's start this gentle reset with anchoring and grounding. Feeling the part of you that's connected with the floor or the ground, whether it's your feet, your sit bones, your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. And allow that part of you to connect to the ground, the floor, the earth below, anchoring into this moment. Imagine roots growing down from your body into the ground. Feeling the weight of gravity and your weight being held by gravity. And you might want to take in the words, I am anchored in this moment. anchored in this moment. This sends a signal of safety in the present moment and attunes us to our nervous system and connects you to the steady, calm frequency of Earth. Beautiful Earth. And continuing on this nervous system reset, we'll travel on a five senses orientation, tuning into each of our senses and registering what their experience is in this moment. At any moment we can tune into our senses to arrive back in the present moment. So, starting with tuning into our sense of sound, the gift of sound and hearing. First tuning into any sounds as far away as you can hear. Let this sense scan as far as it can into the distance and see if it gathers any sound. It might be traffic in the distance, movement that you can hear far away. And then coming a little closer, somewhere around your building, maybe birds, maybe people, the general hum and thrum of life around you. Noticing sounds, noticing how you're experiencing sound in this moment. Now the sounds in your own building and in your space. Maybe mechanical sounds or clocks ticking, other people moving around. And maybe silence. Noticing silence. Now tuning into the sounds in your own body. Are there any that you're aware of? Bodily functions making their own individual noises. And maybe you can hear your heartbeat. Or the gentle sound of your breath. Noticing all these layers of sound that your sense of hearing is aware of at all times, always giving you information, always there. And this is you tuning into it. And you might say the words to yourself, I have the gift of hearing. I have the gift of hearing. Moving on to the sense of sight, which we can do with our eyes closed as well as open. So bringing into your mind's eye those things that you saw as you settled into your meditation posture. And if you're out and about, those things that are around you, that are sharing this moment with you. And in your mind's eye, the things in your room and your space. Register how your eye and sight is always seeing. And when you tune in, you see much more, even with your eyes closed. Appreciating how vision and inner vision gives you the sense of place and placement, allowing you to know where you are. You might want to say, I have the gift of sight and of seeing. Moving on to feeling, tuning into feeling. What is your experience of feeling? The feeling in your body at the moment. What's the feeling in your hands? Taking a moment to register those ever busy hands, always working for us. How do they feel in this moment? sensing your face, the temperature of the air on your face and on your cheeks. How does it feel? And in this present moment, noticing the texture of your clothes on your body, maybe your blanket wrapped around you, sensations of the surface you're sitting on. You might want to say, I have the gift of feeling and touch. I have the gift of feeling and touch. Tuning in now to the sense of smell. Just registering that you have this sense that whenever there is something to smell, it's detected. And as you tune into this sense, you might notice the smell of soap. If you've had a wash, washed your hands. Or a drink of coffee. There may be a familiar smell in your space. If you're outdoors, you might smell trees, earth. Allowing your sensitivity to go to your nostrils. Acknowledging the sense and saying, I have the gift of smell. I have the gift of smell. And tuning into taste. What sensations are on your tongue and the hundreds of sensory cells in your mouth. Feel the level of moisture or dryness and how your tongue feels. You might have a lingering taste of any food or drink that you had. You might want to say, I have the gift of taste and sensitivity to taste and texture. And as we orient to the senses, we realize how they give us thousands of messages and pieces of information that constantly inform our body's choices and reactions throughout the day, giving an innate opportunity to regulate and balance at all times. Moving on gently to breath. beautiful, wonderful function of breath. Tuning in now to your breathing. And on this occasion, the invitation is to allow your breath to slow down, to extend your exhale. And just for a few moments, in this resetting of our nervous system, we're going to invite our parasympathetic to come online. Choosing your own speed, breathing in to the count of 4 and breathing out to the count of 8. And if this feels too much and causes tension, breathe in for 3 and out for 6. Whichever works for you. Being gentle, just allowing a slightly deeper and slower flow of air. Counting gently to yourself as you breathe in for 4 or 3 and out for 6 or 8. And as your breath deepens, you might find it's available to you that you can breathe down through the diaphragm into the belly. And this allows a beautiful reset as the vagus nerve moves gently. The diaphragm massages the nerves of the belly. Gentle, internal, quiet resetting. And words that might go with this. I come into balance through my breath and connect to this moment. I come into balance through my breath and connect in this moment. And after this round of breathing you're on, coming back to your normal, natural breath, whatever that might be now. But release the counting. Just sit with the breath. Moving on now to feel into your heart space. tuning into the space around your heart. If it feels right for you, you might want to put a hand on your heart or just tune in internally, whatever works for you with this. And the words that go here: I am home in my body. I am safe. I am here. I am present. I am home in my body. We've taken this time to ground, to connect to our senses, to our breath, to our heart. Maybe ask yourself, what word comes up for me now as to how I'm feeling? What word fits with how I'm feeling now? As we come to the end of our meditation, you might want to bring a little bit of gentle movement into your fingers and hands, a stretch, a roll of shoulders, or whatever works. Yes, a big yawn, a big sigh. And gently, gently, when you're ready, allowing your eyes to open. Noticing those things that you were visualizing. Ah, yes, good morning, good morning, good morning.